And now, under caution, Juan Pablo Montoya has crashed and gone aflame.
Holy cow, what happened? We just got a report that he was complaining about a bad vibration in every gear.
No, Larry, he just slammed
into the jet dryer.
I think he slammed into the jet dryer.
They're trying to clear debris off the racetrack, and the car brakes, won't steer, and he slides up the track and into the back of that surplus helicopter jet engine on a trailer used to dry the racetrack.
Mike, I saw sparks coming out from the car as if it had a tire down or something. What an incredible turn of events. I've never in my life. Oh my gosh.
And all that spilled jet fuel found something hot to ignite it. Safety workers quickly on the scene. And this is a bizarre twist to this Daytona 500. Down in turn number 3.
Well, I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. I just wonder if Montoya was going down the back, catching up with the field, and he didn't know the safety truck was up there. They called him on the radio and said, "Watch that safety truck," and the car darted hard right.
And you're looking at what happens when 200 gallons of jet fuel meet a spark, or something very hot after a collision like that. More fire trucks going to the scene. Now that's the front of the race car. It hit the trailer, which went up in the air, and the race car pretty much submarined underneath it.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
See the safety trucks up top?
Wow. I mean, it just exploded. When it hit it, it just exploded.
And he was traveling at a high rate of speed, trying to catch back up at the field.
Back of the field.
Oh my God. How in the...
Montoya climbs away, and the driver of the safety truck was helped from his vehicle, walked down the banking and away.
Dalton Sargent at 25 right behind him. He just wanders up off the bottom. It looks like just tries to turn back to the bottom, Phil. Just got loose, just simply got loose. And watch the driving some of these racers do to get through it. How about Parker Kligerman? He got hit by the 20 of Legacy. There's that hard contact to the safer barrier for Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Well, it's amazing that Coughlin and Sargent both avoided Cody Coughlin.
Oh, he got one sideways on the
And that is Kligerman.
Rack in front of you, rack in front of you.
The right front went for Kligerman just about the same time that...
Well, they go.
It looked like it was Eric Almirola that was the first to go sideways, and then collecting. Junior will win at Daytona! And the big one happens behind them.
Oh, my God.
And the 11 gets kind of stuck in the middle there. He comes across before his bumper. As he does, he spins back in, gets the 3 airborne, and he just gets projected off the other cars right up into the fence.
They come in the travel. Oh, somebody's on fire. That's Jeff Bodine. Huge.
Logano comes down into Paul Menard. One car gets up on top of a group and goes flipping over and over, and the 30 lands on its roof. That's Parker Kligerman.
Co-Witt's teammate that just missed where oh, big trouble. That's the rookie Suarez up and over Regan Smith, the big one at Daytona in the Tri-Oval.
Side by side, coming at it. Around goes the 32 and hard into the wall. Miguel Paludo hard into the wall, coming out of turn number 4.
Start. Oh, here we go. Trouble. That's Casey Kane that goes sideways. Joey Logano nowhere to go.
Oh, my. Half the field is
grass. The big one at Daytona has happened at lap 97.
That is the huge one at Daytona.
Justin Allgaier.
Oh, the 18 gets on its roof.
And Kyle Busch rolls upside.
The white flag is out. They're going to
Sawyer with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell.
Turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, and there's
to the wall.
with the one of McMurray. 4 cars around. One on its roof. One car hard into the wall. That was it. And it ends in flames and sparks. Around they go. It looked like it was Eric Almirola that was the first to go sideways and then collecting 22. Stewart 33. And contact. Smith to Reno. Tony Stewart is going to win this race. Big race. Kyle Larson's car with the front end severely torn off. And around they go. That will bring the caution out as Joey Coulter goes flying into the catchment just past the start-finish line, and that will be. Watch this. Look at that ride. There it is. 7, 8, 9 cars involved, many which were running inside the top 10. That's the whole field, isn't it? That's the whole field. Look at that.
This game stinks.
And she's all right after a hard crash, and the caution flag is out. Oh! Ryan Newman came down, and everybody behind piles up.
I saw a lot of rear tire spin on that restart. I think a lot of guys were struggling with road. You could see they tried to go to the outside of Daniel Suarez. Oh, Suarez had to go up to miss Keselowski and made heavy contact with the 12 of Ryan Blaney.
Didn't look like Blaney was part of that group that was going to pit because that inside lane was filled.
Ben Rhodes from the bumper, Johnny Sauter, but you don't know. He might have been sideways already. These guys were just so close and pushing so hard.
Yeah, you're pushing 3 wide.
It almost looked like Stenhouse was going to poke out and try to go by him and maybe misjudged it, made contact, and turned William Byron right around. Those guys had Harvick in the grass. Harvick had issues at this race when they raced here last summer. Saw himself back in the bus stop. He was entering the bus stop. Oh man, a lot of dirt in the gas. No. There's a lot of dirt on the racetrack. Oh, and he gets into Truex coming back. Harvick's around the car. Oh man, Harvick. He's in the weeds there. Yeah, Harvick is not right. He got by him, so did maybe somebody lay some dirt? He just ran it kind of loose through there. Exactly like Harvick.
There's an old saying in road racing, the leader cleans the track.
Gone around. It looks like Ricky Stenhouse has gone around. Heavy damage to the hood. As we stay green. Let's take a look at the replay. Eric Jones did not know that he was pitting and just came out from behind him.
Nails a gas can.
Hit the gas.
Somebody must have pulled out of their pit stall with them when they left. Good job trying to navigate, put him a lap down. It looked to me like Quinn just came up a little bit more than what the 10 of Almirola was expecting.
Huge crash. Jimmy Johnson's final hopes winning another Daytona 500 ends up in smoke. David Reagan, as multi-cars are wrecked Newman Jr.
Oh! 77! Right behind you. That was Ross Chastain, got down on the apron, turned him sideways up the racetrack.
Straight into Ryan Preece. And we have green flag.
Oh, cars got loose. Spun some tires. Contact. Is that Boyer?
And McDowell.
Oh, man.
And caution's out.
Just like he did. Oh, wrecking behind Chase Elliott around.
Spinning around.
No
still green.
yet.
Still green.
Still green, and here they come.
And here, not at all.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof. Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Want to peel off early if you're coming, and some of them are.
Boy, a bunch of them did, but not our leader.
Whoa! Car goes around in the trial, the spin, sliding out of control. B.J. McLeod brings out the caution. Stenhouse has wrecked on pit road with Tyler Reddick. Another car is sitting littered in the grass, and we're under caution. That is the 52.
This is going to be a mess.
behind us,
The 33 of Harvick, Joey Logano involved. More cars still spinning in this multiple car crash.
Whoa, Busch is around. Can he save it this time?
Oh, there you go.
He does. He saves it. But there's a
Jeff Gordon's upside down. Jeff Gordon's upside down.
And Kurt Busch's car is destroyed.
Get some kind of big move here off turn 4 like Kevin did. Oh, there
Drives into the wall with the
ran.
one of McMurray. 3, 4 cars around. One on its roof. One car hard into the wall.
That was a...
And it ends in flames and sparks.
Big run! Contact made again! Bubba Wallace sideways. Can he save it? William Byron! They're right now. The 22 goes around.
Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
Oh, he's going to come out now. Big wreck behind him. Bubba Wallace got through. Tyler Reddick hard hit. Jimmy Johnson caught up into the 48.
Yeah, big damage on Jimmy's car.
So you can see, I mean, the 18 of Kyle Busch, he lets off right there to not run in the back of him, but as he goes low, then they make contact. Hard to say if Joey Logano was trying to keep his car a little bit lower there to even continue the block, but they definitely eventually made contact.
The block down to the bottom, up to the top. Busch the block.
No. Blocking. Yeah.
Trash.
Auto.
What's around?
Big wreck.
Hard in the wall.
Oh, that was a hard lick.
And that is Brian Vickers.
Another right rear tire went down to me.
My gosh, that was a hard lick.
Shoved Eric Almirola, and into the wall goes David. David Reagan slamming into the wall.
Behind you, no crossing it, outside.
Darrell Wallace Jr. quick across the inside wall. The caution is quick across the inside wall. The caution is not coming for the competition yellow.
Elliott's out.
Oh, the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. is going to go around. He catches the 48. The big one happens in front. 2 of Austin Dillon is collected. 3 of Ty Dillon gets through.
Definitely left front damage.
Brennan Poole involved in the 48.
I tell you,
That was DiBenedetto first into the outside wall.
Well, he got a double
Followed by
whammy.
Buescher.
Anytime you see the rear tires lift up off of a car as it makes impact, you know that's a huge hit.
What I don't like about that is that
And a bump there by the 48. The back bumper of Jamie McMurray. 78 of Martin Truex Jr. caught up. Danica Patrick also. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. Brian Scott up on the hood of the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Chris Buescher, 23-year-old out of Prosper, Texas, was involved.
Luckily, no one was injured. You can see he's on the brakes hard. The car's sideways. Very difficult to pit at Daytona.
Final time in stage 2. Moving around, the 19 goes sideways. Larson stays up front and will win stage 2.
Brandon Jones with a nice save. No contact. Hold on here. As long as that splitter's not damaged, he's okay.
Last lap.
Great shot from Cole Custer. 19 of Brandon Jones just really came around on him. Really no contact for anybody. Just behind all those cars. Not much air to push the car down. Lost the downforce. Really nice job, though, to keep from causing damage.
Through 3 and 4.
We see Ryan Reed's running in 5th position. Pretty good shape. Everybody gets really bottled up on the corner exit. Got tagged from behind by Matt Tiff. Just one of those Daytona wrecks where, you know, everybody got bottled up and they just get slowed down enough and some contact there with the inside wall. So right here, see, he's in the back and it just stacked everybody up. And then behind him, wow, that was big contact.
8 of Cesar Baccarella. Daniel Hemrick's caught up. Tyler Reddick, Cindric, barrel rolls.
See when you're done, Pablo.
Lands back on his wheels.
Okay, Matt Tiff trying to make a lot happen.
Joey Gase in the 35, sitting right up against the 60 now.
So you see right here, they enter the corner. It's up the racetrack a little bit. Matt Tiff's going to try to drive in there to get to his inside, and they just got together. 60 of Austin Cindric just wasn't on the very bottom of the racetrack. Opened up a little bit of a hole that Matt Tiff you thought was there, and then you see right here the contact with Reddick. Started Cindric's flipping. That's very unusual to see a car flip that late. You'll see right there, there's a little bit of a hole. It looks like he has room to go to the bottom. And when he went to go, it just closed up. And, you know, we always like to point a finger and say, this guy messed up or that guy messed up. And many times it's just racing. I mean, it's people going for a spot.
Pretty wide. Up in front of the car, pushing.
This is the seat that I wonder, guys, as we ride along with Custer to see a little contact there, but I think
inside. Go high now.
He doesn't know where the 21's going to go.
Go low.
So, I mean, all
Elliott in that 23 car could push him.
And around goes the 55. So Brandon Hightower spinning and bringing the caution out once again.
And so now, who was leading? When that caution came out, who was the leader? That's important.
Blaney's just got to side draft as hard as he can on this 4-car till. Oh, gets trouble back here in the back.
Spinner behind them. And the 0 goes around again. Garrett Smithley.
No caution yet.
Yeah, he's trying to get it straightened back out. If he's able to, they won't throw the caution.
Trust it.
Oh, and Shane Lee in that 3 car, he had trouble with the handling of the car. The 16 was in the back of him. Now there's no one with Elliott Sadler.
We got a crash. We got a crash in the trial here.
And behind them, they're wrecking. Ryan Reed involved. Ryan Sieg as well at the 39. And so the caution will come out again. The 00, Cole Custer.
Keeps the lead.
How about riding right in the middle now? Just waiting for whichever line. Huge push. And around goes the 2. Too big of a push. He caught the 41.
A big one.
Logano's caught up in it.
Oh, my goodness.
Denny Hamlin. Austin Dillon has damage. Daniel Suarez trying to avoid. Ty Dillon sliding in. A wrecked 22 of Joey Logano sitting on the apron. A wrecked 2.
All the Penske cars right there. The one organization that everybody came here thinking they had the best shot track. Quarter panel. He's going to side draft him right here in 3 and 4. Oh my goodness!
Sideways the 18 hard into the wall. Around goes the 24 as well. William Byron sliding all the way to the inside wall. Jamie McMurray caught up as well. Kyle Larson avoiding the 18. He went way down on the apron.
Guys, I'm afraid to say it, but I think Stenhouse was involved in this one as well. But it's also creating a lot of turbulence for this draft of cars, and you can see, a
lot of sparks flying. The 42 goes around, collects the 17. Larson around and got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as he was going. The 48 also, we mentioned you can't make a mistake. The 6 car. Chris Buescher of Prosper, Texas, trying to go around. And of the 96, DJ Kennington. Can he straighten it out before he hits the inside wall? He does. They'll stay green if he stays going the right direction and can back up to speed. DJ Kennington around, bringing out the 7th caution as we go NASCAR nonstop.
Back to you. Drag that back on caution. There it is.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. around. The tire finally goes down.
Down in the grass, you're fine. Nothing else coming.
Tom Menard races down pit road because he wanted to avoid any of the problems. This is great for Jimmy Johnson.
Obviously, we talked about it. He's got the left rear tires going down. He knows it. Look at that shred that car apart. Look at all that crush panels falling flying out of that thing.
Winner of stage 1, winner of stage 2. We called him a gladiator earlier.
Look at it. Watch this. Look at him hands. Trying to hang on to this thing. Look at all the stuff flying around in the cockpit. He's looking around.
Still got 4 or 5 coming at
Trying
you.
to see which way is which.
See all those flames down below on the left side of him. That's all just a tire blow. Oh.
He's just going to shove the 4 a little bit farther forward.
I wonder if he didn't take it because of his teammate, or the teammate to the 4 cars behind him.
Into the wall again. This time Eric Almirola caught up. The 00 of Joey Gase and the 34, who had a great run tonight, gets caught up in it, Michael McDowell.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson as well.
The 48 of Jimmy Johnson just got back on the lead lap. Not a lot of damage to the 48, though. Truex Jr. out front. Coming out of turn 4. Once they get the white flag, the next flag will call it the 14 around. Boyer into the wall. The caution comes out just before they get to the start-finish line.
Some big impacts.
Bain caught up, as is Bubba Wallace. Brendan Gaughan also in this. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson, Trevor Bain. A lot of damage to Jimmy Johnson's car.
He's doing this for someone else.
Here goes the pass. Gordon making a move on the inside of Earnhardt. Oh, Jarrett's loose.
Down the back straightaway. Big trouble. Earnhardt out. And for the 19th time, Lady Luck deals a bad hand to Earnhardt.
What a pile of grit. Earnhardt is in the car. He's barking instructions to the crew. If Earnhardt can make 1 lap or 2, it's an absolute miracle.
And Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line. Big crash. Here they come. Checkered flag. Harvick. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500. We got one car on his roof coming across the start-finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Jeff Gordon's wrecked.
And they are still wrecking. Montoya, Stremme, Kenseth, Biffle, Marlin, Carl Edwards, Casey Mears all crashed on the final lap. Until now, 1976 and 79 were the wildest Daytona 500.
Number 8. Earnhardt and number 75 Bonnet trailing behind Bobby Allison in the 2nd position.
Bad trouble, bad trouble.
Okay, a terrible crash. Richard Petty's car is turned over 7 or 8 times coming off turn 4 and was just struck by another car. It's one of the most violent accidents we've ever seen.
It was one of the worst accidents we've seen here in quite a while, Chris, and it looks like it might have been tagged by the car number 73 of Phil Barkdahl, and you can see Petty's car just cramming and turning over up against the wall, and other cars coming in. There's Barkdahl hitting him as he came by, and the Eddie Beerswall car hitting one of the tires that came off the car.
That looks like the crash at Darlington years ago, Ned.
That's the fuel cell that has come out of Petty's car. It was broken loose.
It's amazing, you know, that with the fuel cell ripped out of the car, there was no fire. That shows that the safety precautions built into these cars by NASCAR are really working.
Here's the latest report on Richard Petty. He has a broken right ankle, is in stable condition, and is being taken to the Halifax hospital. The other drivers involved in the incident, Alan Kowicki, Phil Barkdahl, Eddie Beerswell, Brett Bodine, and A.J. Foyt have been released from the Infield Medical Center here at the Daytona.
Trouble off trouble for Newman slams the wall. Comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Ryan Newman, last year's Rookie of the Year. The rear end ripped from the car. Rear end loose from the car.
Yeah, if the tire hadn't come off of the wheel, it probably wouldn't have turned over like that. But once the tire came off, and it dug in and flipped it. Let's watch her here and see what happens. Oh, Kenny Schrader got out of control, got into him. Oh, that's what happened, Mike. His right rear tire came off. Car goes airborne, then when it hits the ground, it digs in and just rips it apart.
Look at Dale Jarrett's car. Wow. What a sight to see out your windshield. There you see Ryan Newman right there.
Oh, yeah, he waved to the crowd. All right, buddy.
What a ride.
A while ago, we saw Jarrett and Earnhardt were capable of pull away a little bit. They're trying to break again.
Trouble behind Rusty Wallace is turning over.
Rusty Wallace, 20 feet in the air, spinning, crashing.
Well, I'll tell you, when they're running that close together and jockeying around position, you just know that things like this are going to happen. And a very unfortunate situation for Rusty Wallace.
Racing
here,
back to the line.
to the flag as Dale Jarrett moves around the Hutch Strickland car.
At the strike.
You know, you almost feel like you're just sitting there waiting for it to happen with that big pack of cars. Unfortunately, we've seen it a couple of times. Hopefully, Rusty's okay here.
We're in Jeff Bodine's car now as he goes through there. He said, I got by that one, accepting that a big piece of debris off of Wallace's car hit him right in the top of the windshield. There it is again.
Another angle. Looks like Derek Cope was involved in.
Yeah, he clipped the 30 car of Michael Waltrip. They got together.
Frightening crash.
Yeah, and they said the minute the car stopped, Rusty hollered, I'm okay. So he knew he needed to call those guys.
It's the big one. It's what we've all been fearing. This kind of racing is going to happen.
A horrible crash on the back straightaway that began when Tony Stewart got turned sideways against the backstretch wall number 20. And
I think
everybody
back up and look at it again. I think that
at 300 miles, 25 cars are out of the race. Blown engines, oil leaks, steering trouble, burned clutch, broken axle, and wrecks. Number 25 snags the guardrail on the backstretch and literally explodes. Caught by flying metal, Pappy Crane and Chevrolet number 58 spins out and rolls. Crane is all right, but Tom Herbert is injured and must be helped from the wrecked Thunderbird. The engine of his car was thrown 25 feet.
The challenge for second place up on turn 2. We've got a wreck. Look at that. Wow. What a crash, Pete. I don't think I've ever seen one this bad. Looks like a Ford. Car number 60. I don't know how in the world the following cars managed to avoid him. One of them came well inside on the grass to avoid making contact with some of the flying debris. Car number 60, Maynard Troyer, 32-year-old rookie from Spencerport, New York, flipped an incredible number of times. I have no idea how many times it was, but I think perhaps the fact that the car remained remarkably intact is quite a story in itself. Here he comes down off the banking, Keith, and the smoke is from his tires locked up. He's on the brakes. He obviously had some sort of trouble that sent him into a slide. And he hits the apron. The car starts a slow, lazy side-over-side roll. It looks like it's not too bad at this point, but then as it proceeds down the track, it starts to snap roll and tumble over and over and over again. Wheels and other parts fly off the car. This is one of the reasons why the side glass window has been taken out and the mesh replaced, because the glass does not get on the track. There, a big piece of the car is over. Notice that the roll cage is doing its job.
Whoa, in the wall goes J.J. Yaley.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. That's not the way you want your duel to end and your chance to make it into the Daytona 500.
And the former USAC champion out there in the high lane got turned into the wall.
Here's the replay. Looks like the 54 of Yaley just gets clipped in the right rear quarter from the 32 of LaJoie. Remember, the 32 and the 66 were working together to try to draft to get ahead of these guys.
Not sure how much contact there was there, or did we? Well, we'll see here. There it is.
inside, 09. You okay? Yeah, I'm all right.